We got more clips from OTAs, and today we're going to be looking at the Denver Broncos, and we got more clips on Bo Nix. We're going to watch him throw the ball around. We're going to watch him work through some drills. But before we do all that, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're going hard in the paint, looking at these rookies day in and day out, from rookie camp to OTAs, to mini camp and training camp, on top of your favorite players, on top of the veterans, the guys on new teams, the guys coming back from injuries, all the storylines. It will be here. Click that button. Stop missing out from watching what your player's doing behind the scenes at practice. Today we're looking at Bo Nix. Over a minute of clips. We got like 5 clips from today and some older ones I just threw in there. But first things first, a slow-mo here that I sped up for you guys so you don't have to sit through it. Him slinging the rock around. Here's another one on a drill. A handoff, then a quick pass. You get to look at what they're doing in practice. Another one downfield there to Josh Reynolds, I believe. Downfield again. Josh Reynolds. That might be the same one. Different beat writer. Downfield. Downish field. To be exact, I guess, if you want to say it like that. Now, so here's some of the older clips to look at here. Him just slinging the ball around. Just getting it all over the field. Tossing it. Going through drills. Again, this is OTA, so it's going to be a lot of pitch and catch. Them working through 7-on-7s, them going through drills, them going through timing. Them getting things installed to get ready for minicamp as they get more things installed so they can go full go in training camp. Sean Payton's been around. He knows how to do this. He knows how to get things installed, to get things to run smoothly. Things are sounding good, though. Things are sounding good from Bo Nix from what I'm hearing from the news outlets. Take it with a grain of salt. He is a rookie. Rookies always sound good in t-shirt and shorts. But it's better than sounding bad because we've seen that too over the years. Ball's coming out good. He's a guy that progressed well throughout his collegiate career. From Auburn to Oregon, we can definitely say that. We also got Troy Franklin. We love Troy Franklin. He was one of my favorite wide receivers in this year's class. Fell to the 4th round. Denver was able to trade up and get him. And to pair him with Bo Nix, I think that's immense for him. And I'm not going to sleep on this wide receiver depth chart, but it is a good pathway for Troy Franklin over time. But Josh Reynolds, an underrated wide receiver, who's not a top-tier asset, I'll definitely say that, but he's a guy that can give you some sneaky games here and there. Marvin Mims. Marvin Mims has some upside as well. He's a deep ball candidate. Good production out of Oklahoma. Can get downfield with that 4.3 speed. Cortland Sutton, the veteran, the dependable player here. As long as he's healthy on the field, he's good to go. If he's healthy on the field, he's going to be productive. The only thing that was a question mark throughout his career so far has been injuries. Older wide receiver, if he's on the field, he's commanding air yards, he's commanding targets. Troy Franklin's on a team where he could eventually carve out a role here, even though he's a 4th rounder. He's one of those 4th rounders that's graded more like a 2nd round pick. And this is a weird wide receiver class where you had 20 wide receivers or more who are graded as a day 2 pick or better. So some of those day 2 picks that are graded like that are going to fall. You can't pick which ones. And when you have so many day 2 picks, you pick the ones that fit best for your team. That's why you're seeing some of those other wide receivers ahead of him go to different spots. He fell to early part of the 4th round. So Denver Broncos woke up that morning. Sean Payton exactly at 6 a.m. submitted a text saying, hey, we got to get this guy at no means possible. We got to get him now. They traded up. They got him. To them, he's worth more than a 4th round pick. To them, he's a steal. And when you look at the 2nd round this year's draft, there was a huge cornerback run. Offensive line was super deep as well on top of the wide receiver position. The economics of this year's draft was very weird considering we had such deep position groups and some other shallow groups. And the shallowness caused some runs on top of those deep pools, allowing some of these teams to play money ball at those positions. Denver was able to play a little bit money ball, and Troy Franklin fell into their lap. They were able to snag him. They traded up to get him. They're feeling good about that. I feel good about that. I think this is great for Bo Nix. I think this is great for both parties. Tim Patrick's still here. Tim Patrick is just a trusty wide receiver that Broncos fans should love. He's been there forever, and whenever he's healthy on the field, he's tremendous. He had a run before of production, and he's just a dependable wide receiver that you would just love to have on any team because The upside for fantasy isn't there, but for football functionality, you want him on your team, whether you're the Cowboys, the Packers, the Seahawks, the Broncos. Tim Patrick's just one of those players, those lunch pail players that can get it done for your team. When we're talking about Bo Nix, he is a player that's developmental. He's a first-round pick, a rookie that you're waiting to see what happens with, but he has some goods to his game. He's accurate downfield, quick mental processor, looked good at Oregon, progressed over some time there in his collegiate career, and is a guy that has the world on his shoulders right now, because if he hits, the Broncos are turning things around. You're talking about a quarterback on the rookie contract that will allow this team to get some flexibility here to improve at other positions through the draft and also in free agency. And also the cap hasn't been great due to Russell Wilson anyways. So they need to hit here in the worst way. They're probably going to give him extensive time to hit, to really develop here, which is a good thing for a rookie. So look for him to get extra time to put in the work, to develop. They're not going to watch him a little bit, then throw him to the wolves, get rid of him. I think they're going to put the kids' gloves on with him. They're going to allow him to rock it. And it's either they're going to allow him to develop slowly or they're going to throw him to the fire and give him plenty of time to figure it out. Either two. I imagine that's going to happen. They're going to figure out what they got in Bo Nix, and they're not going to be quick about it. They're going to allow him to succeed and fail, which is a good thing for a rookie. That should give him some confidence. And you got your number one wide receiver from Oregon, Troy Franklin there. Audric Estime, a pounder from this year's draft. And you also got Javonte Williams and Jaleel McLaughlin. Samaje Perine, too. He's there as well. So you're very established at the running back position. You got guys who can run it between the tackles. McLaughlin can catch it out of the backfield as well. You got some pieces here to develop with, and you know they're going to add some pieces over the years. Bo Nix has some upside in this offense, whether you like it or not. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.